Hello, everybody. It's me again, funkdoc, as always, and we are gonna do a. This one's gonna be tricky. It's a two-player game, me versus psteinx, and we're gonna play on the most expensive possible Germany map config for 2 and 3 players, and that is brown, yellow, and purple. Ugh. None of this cheap stuff up in here. None of that's in the game. What this tells me is, I'll put the 4 at forbid first. I think Stein tends to value the 4 a little higher than I do. Yep. I'll let Stein have it for 5. 22 going under the deck. That's pretty important for a Germany tour. You love those green plants in these kinds of games. Expensive building. The game's going to be long and drawn out, so yeah. Anyway, the obvious build here is Erfurt. Yeah. So Stein could jump in here. It's going to be really expensive, though. Okay, Stein does that, which I'm fine with. I will have an expensive next few cities, though, but I should hopefully be able to get 11 in step 1. I'm fine with that. 44 now. 44. Coming into the game. Yeah, I think... that 12 dropping was really good for Stein there. I mean, I still have to take the 8, just because it's going to be cheap to run for these next 2 turns, but oof. Anyway, I build Fulda next. I have exactly enough money to do this. Yeah. So 12 and 21 drawn. All right. Yeah, we can do this now. Exactly enough money to build Fulda now, which is very important. I think Stein's top priority should be to protect Magdeburg, because that's not too much more expensive than my next city, for me to jump into that. Anyway, I opted to buy as much resources as I can because I'm obviously going to go above Stein this turn. So I'll even stockpile extra oil because chances are I'll burn that in the next turn or 2. Now I have to pass and give the 10 to Stein, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, I obviously can't touch it. Yep. Stein makes the obvious play there. It means I am not going to buy any resources at all this turn. $32 and 39 drawn. 39 goes under the deck. So that's our first real primo step 3 plant there with 39 that we've seen. Stein's guaranteed to go top next turn. So I imagine he probably wants to build Magdeburg and is just thinking how much coal and oil he can buy while affording Magdeburg, which is probably not a ton, given how much I drove up prices last turn. Okay, he still does a lot. He might not build then, I think. Okay, he does build. Okay, he can afford a lot of shit and build. Dang. All right. Ooh, that means I can build too, actually. This is good. I'm actually glad he did that in a way. See, when my opponent has the 8 and I have the 10 and we're both at 2 cities, I actually... Well, I guess it depends on what plants we have, though. If I had the 9 pair with the 8, then Stein would have been better off not building because he gains less of an advantage compared to me. Like, both of us powering 3 versus both of us powering 2. I think the play here is to pass so that I can angle... Well... Do I angle for the... Here's what I have to decide. Do I buy the 12 now? Do I buy the 12 now? Or... Do I pass, just run these crappy plants for another turn... And then I could risk dropping him 21, though. See, that's what's scaring me here. 12 is not going to be useful long-term with 21 in the game, most likely, so I think I pass. Yeah, especially with 23 in the game. Okay, so that's going to make 13 and 21 more important. Buy a little extra coal here in this situation, and obviously I shan't build. See, because my starting builds, my first few cities are so much more expensive than Stein's, I really want to slow down the pace of the game here. Because that gives me more time to build up, money before the big plants come. Build up money in cities before the big plants start coming. So that I'll be able to make No! I misclicked! Oh my god, why did I do that? God damn it. And BSW just doesn't have undos. This sucks. This really sucks now. This is bad. This is so bad. Stein would have built Nurnberg if I didn't build, though. That is interesting. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Nah, I'm not going to reset. I'll just play on. I want to see how I can play from here. What is the best move for me in this situation? Very interesting spot now. Do I gamble? Do I gamble here? I just gamble. He's going to get 21 probably, but if it doesn't, I'll be okay. Nah, he gets it. Okay, that's game over. Okay. So I think that's already, that's game over right there. Ugh. So bad. So I would have lost out on Nuremberg if I didn't build. Which would have been really bad for me. I need to think about how to approach this. I can't help but feel like Erfurt has to be the right start here. You can't start in one of the twins because then the opponent would just build the other twin plus Erfurt to really block you there. I don't know. This is tricky. Yeah, there ain't shit I can do now. That's all there is to it. Okay. And I mean, Stein gets to buy cheat. Yeah, building was a disaster for me. That misclick was just so bad. My builds would have ended up really bad too, though. So I don't know. I'll get a 23 next turn. Yay. Actually, wait. Yeah, just do this. I can easily build to 5 here. I mean, at least 21 does not get cheat resources. That's one thing that can be said. I have to build to 5. I have to hope that, 27 stays on for me, so this is tough. Yep. Stein is obviously going to build above me. That's a no-brainer. This is so bad. The question is, now, 27 or 29? 29 is most likely not to drop. I'll try this. Okay, 29 drops. Alright. I at least won out that auction over Stein for sure. Obviously taking up the coal. Okay, 4 plus 1 equals 5. I'm just so far behind on money, though, because of Stein getting 21 at cost. That's still going to be a huge deal. Alas. My plans do look a lot better than Stein's on paper now, but it was a matter of timing. Like, when he got the plans, he can make more money for them than me, is our problem right now. I don't know why I built again. That was really stupid of me. What am I doing tonight? Well, it didn't matter. Yeah, I have to pass. I can't buy this either. Yeah, I'm just way behind right now. All gonna be because of that 21 drop. Really, like, the main thing that killed me was, more than anything, I think, was actually going for the 8 and 12 dropping right after, because the 10 does not have value when the early plant market is good. When it's bad, you have a bigger issue. Like, the 8 suffers hard if you're forced to run it for a while in a bad plant market. Oh, and there's 40. And I am powering stuff more efficiently than Stein, so maybe I could get back into the game? Maybe? Question mark? Don't panic, Josh. Don't panic. Fact. I could buy 18 here. That's reasonable play, actually. It almost makes us money back just on this turn from not having to buy coal. Yeah. Right? Right? Is this the play here? Or is it 31? Yeah. Now's not the time for 31. $34 actually makes it onto the market. It's not very likely to stay on. Stein's probably still ahead, I think, but yeah. Like, at least trash is not going to be super cheap. That's one thing going for me here. 31 stays on, cool. And there's 26. And I missed 37. $24, not so good. We are getting into Stein endgame territory here. I have to decide. Do I buy 31 because the step 3 plant... The step 3 card will come if I buy 20... No, I have to buy 31. Coal is way too cheap. Yeah, we have to do it this way. Stein can't buy too much extra coal. Let's calculate this out now. The nice thing is with a 6-4, I can afford to just buy a 5 plant on the next turn. Yeah, I think I can do it this way. Slowly but surely, I feel like I'm sort of clawing my way back into this one. And there's not many coal plants in the market right now, so... I mean, there's a few that could come next, but... Buying 25 might not have been wise for Stein, honestly, given how close the game is to step 3. But then he might just be able to end it before me anyway. That's what's going on with Stein. The fact that like all these plants are going at cost does kind of mitigate the value of that 21 drop earlier. But I'm still likely going to lose because of that. That misclick that put me in that position just sucked. Yeah, I'll do this. Do it this way. This will at least tie Stein on capacity. $42 is tempting, though. He'll probably buy 42 and buy up coal on me. Which I'm not going to mind too much, because... Okay, Stein passes on plants. Very good. That's very, very good for me. I mean, I'm not running 31 this turn. Just buy the minimum in resources. The minimum. Well, now I can actually build a 17 and profitably run all of my plants here. So that's cool. Yeah, because I have to build 17 to stable Stein. 34 is my top plant versus his 30. Definitely still profitable for me to run 31 there, easily. 22 out, 33 drawn. Having bottom is really good for this auction, too. Gonna help resource prices here. I can't do it. Like, I literally cannot afford to buy a plant and end this turn. Huh. I have to hope for, like, 32 or 39 here, basically. Even then, I probably can't end it. I'll put in a couple bids, though. I'll make Stein pay a little bit for this. But oh, boo, that doesn't happen. Wah, wah. Yeah, Stein wins. Forced to do that, which sucks. Yeah. Can't end it. Stein wins. GG. I'm kind of surprised at how I managed to come back into the game at the end, but still. Alas, just a little too short. And I sit there a few dollars short of 21. Yep. I wonder how different this game would have been without the misclick. Although, again, like I said, 12 coming in after I bought 8 was probably the bigger problem. Because that slowed down the game a lot and forced me to lean on the 8 much longer than I should have. Big win for Stein, though. GG.